I once had an adult enter my studio. We'll call him Mike. Mike was, I would say, in his late 20s, maybe early 30s. He was a marketing professional. And he said to me, I have never played piano before. I have no experience whatsoever. I have a company meeting coming up, and it will be hosted at a hotel in town here, and I know they have a piano in the lobby. I would like to be able to sit down and impress them. And, we talked a little bit and confirmed that Mike had never sat at a piano and made any music whatsoever in the past. Well, not to refuse a challenge, I said to myself, how can I get this guy feeling good about himself while sitting at the piano keyboard? His meeting was coming up in just a few weeks. And again, he's never played piano before. So I thought, well, one of the most satisfying ways for a beginner to enjoy himself or herself at the piano keyboard is to learn some chords and play with those chords. Well, longer story short, Mike came in for 3 lessons. He was thrilled after the first lesson because he was playing chords up and down the piano in a slow fashion. He was playing slow arpeggios, and I could see a gleam in his eye because he knew he had achieved what he wanted to. Even within a short lesson, he came in for 2 more follow-ups, embellished a little on what he was doing. He reached his goal, and I never saw Mike again. Nevertheless, he left a happy camper. I feel that there are a lot of people out there in a similar situation where they may not necessarily be out to impress others, but they would like to impress themselves. I think it's a fair and worthwhile desire. I don't believe you need to know everything about everything to be successful to a certain extent. And I think if a person has never sat down and played the piano before and desires to have some fun at those keys, I think they deserve to do that. This short session is devoted to you. All you need to do is place your hands on those keys and start following these easy suggestions and see what you come up with. You don't need to know any theory whatsoever. Just be like a child with a set of finger paints. I do remember I once had a set of finger paints as a child, and I remember dipping my hands into that paint and letting my hands go over the canvas with no judgment whatsoever. I was in love with what I was creating. And that is how I want you to feel today. I'm just going to give you a little guideline and allow yourself to fly with it and just have some fun painting music on those keys. Let's take a look at 2 chord positions. That's right, just 2 chord positions. And I will have you using your sustain pedal if you have one. Your sustain pedal, which when depressed will allow the notes on the piano to continue ringing on. When we change chords, notice my pedal is depressed right now. It's holding that sound. I'm going to play another chord. I'm going to lift my pedal up to release the last chord, and I'm going to depress the pedal again to capture this one. So it works like this. Pedal is down, new chord being played, pedal up and down. It releases the last and catches the new. The name of the 2 chords I'm playing are C major 7, and you don't really need to know this. All you need to do is just copy this position. I've got a C, E, G, and B. F major 7 is an F, A, C, and E. Playing these chord tones with my pinky, middle finger, index finger, and thumb. Try to count a steady beat. Don't be too demanding of yourself. Now take a look. You have a right hand, which you'll place on the same chord tones. Only one octave higher, 8 notes higher. So we have a C here, and we have a C here. C, E, G, B, C, E, G, B. Now allow your right hand fingers to play the notes in this chord as you please, maybe one at a time. Don't be particular. Let's move to the next chord. The original chord. Now, you don't need to keep this beat if you don't want to. You can simply play these notes one at a time with the sustain pedal depressed and randomly play these chord tones with the right hand. Next chord. You can actually get a nice cocktail piano sound by doing this. Now try this. Play these chord tones one note at a time. We call these arpeggios, but names are not important right now. Change the order of those chord tones. You can do no wrong here. While playing the chord tones, it's impossible to play something that does not sound pleasing to the ears. As a complete beginner, if that describes you, consider the fact that the more you play with these chord positions, the more comfortable you will be. Just paint sound. With these chord positions. As your confidence develops, not playing anything but these chord tones. Start off very slow with these chords and the chord tones. Explore. Explore the sound that you're capable of achieving. Don't be in a hurry. If you're really new at this, it may be a challenge just to get your fingers to find those two chord positions and be there at the same time. Once you have your hand position, your fingers over those right keys, start playing. Really slowly. Speed is not important here. Now imagine you're sitting in a restaurant that's dimly lit. There's a piano sitting over there in the corner just waiting to be played. And you make your way over to that piano. You sit down and you subtly play. Chances are really good that you'll attract a few smiles. Relax and enjoy yourself. Make music. Enjoy the freedom.